Welcome back, guys. Happy Monday. On this episode, it's what's that leak? I want to play that game show today. So, ignore all the exhaust wrap. As you know that I do have a little bit of a leak going on, and I use little loosely because it gets everywhere. Bottom of filter, and it spreads to the back of the pan, and it keeps going to the transmission, and it's even on my sweet floor all the way to my brace. So we're gonna play a game of can I identify the liquid or the fluid that it is? And my mind tells me that it's power steering fluid, just based off of how it looks and everything, so how it feels. And most importantly, how it's everywhere. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure that's power steering fluid. So, I'm going to save the boring part, the cleanup of everything underneath here. And then I'm going to go tighten up the lines up top. And then I'm going to do a quick nut and bolt check on why this thing's so squeaky. I think it's just old bushings. And then we're going to go make some turbo noises on the street. And we're going to see if I fix the leak. And then I'm taking a cutoff wheel to the wheel tubs of the S10. And I'm going to finally get going on that or do something with that. So that's today's video. Happy Monday. Thanks for clicking on. Thanks to my new subscribers. I think there's 2 of you as of right now. I appreciate it. And let's get going at it. Alright, so sorry that I'm not exactly full of energy. Kind of early here, not as early start as I'd like to get. I'm about, an hour behind. Really wanted to get going at 5 on this Sunday morning, but I think it's about 6-ish, or maybe it's closer to 7 now, but doesn't matter. I should really be getting more pumped about this because I'm going to race for the first time in a few probably better off more than a year. I've been to the track a bunch of times, but actually hopping in a car and racing, it's probably been about a year. And we're racing next weekend. Going to a no prep. This is part of a car checklist prep, pre-no prep stuff. Going to an airport August 14th up in Brockport, New York. Really excited about it. Going to be a lot of cool footage from that, I'm sure, as long as I can get past first round. But that's what we got going on. I just did a quick undercar. Oh, I'm staring at myself. Let's see if I can do this. I just kind of did a quick undercar checkup. Don't mind anything that looks a little weird, probably because it is. The only thing I found is something that I remember from last year when we went 11:02 at 120 in this thing. Is when I strapped it down on the trailer that morning, I crushed one of the back brake lines, so we've been running on three wheels of braking power. Wow, it's early, I can't even get through that. So I would like to fix that before this weekend. It's this wheel right here, this brake line. I'm gonna like to fix that this weekend, or before next weekend really, but I just kind of did a quick underneath and everything's tight. My guess is the squeaking is just old bushings. And I'm going to lower this thing down, clean up a little bit more, and then I'm going to clean up the wiring I got going on, and then take some stuff out of the trunk and kind of get this thing more race ready for the next weekend. All right, so just checking in, quick update on where we're at. Wiring is cleaned up for the most part, inside and outside. I've wiped up any power steering fluid that I'm presuming is power steering fluid. I've wiped that up of any side of the car. I'm gonna go through, tighten the hoses down again, and then it's time to go for a drive and see if I fixed it. And if I didn't fix it, then I'm just gonna clean it up as much as possible and just have a little regimen on wiping it up, because to me it's not worth my time going through right now. It's not causing any issues. I've literally had this issue for a month, and you know, I have almost 500 miles on it since July, so I'm not that worried about it. So I'm just gonna wipe everything down, and then we're gonna go for a cruise. All right, so we're gonna go for a cruise and see if I fix the leak. I don't think so. It is really, really humid out today. Like, it's gross. Yeah. Let's see if I fix this leak or not. Far enough away from my house to continue this little video. I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't tighten up any of my power steering hoses because they were already tight. I couldn't tighten them anymore. So I wrapped a paper towel around the one that I think is leaking. And my thought on that is, if by the end of this cruise it's wet, then that's my leak. If it's not wet, then I'm going to look elsewhere. But that's not important right now. We're just going for a Sunday cruise. Already making a few changes to the S10 in my noodle here. Dad kind of talked me, and by talked me into, he just mentioned the idea, and I really like it. I'm thinking I'm going to keep it stock suspension, keep it leaf sprung, only because in the odd chance that I have to sell it, which I highly doubt, it'll be a 750 cert chromoly cage that has stock suspension. I will almost be able to make money on just the chassis alone. So in the off chance I have to sell it, let's keep it to what the market really is looking for. But let's just enjoy the cruise for now. I love turbo noises. Alright, I'm just going to do a real quick update to finish this off before I start my week of no prep. Something like that. We can come in here and look. This is still dry, but so is everything else. So, did it work? Did it not? Considering everything's dry, I think it worked. Didn't. I gotta figure out really what it is, but that cruise didn't tell me anything other than put a smile on my face because I love the turbo noises. I've grown to be a pretty big turbo fan. Ugh, it's kind of hard admitting that. Oh well. Alright guys, so I do apologize if it was a little bit of a shorter video, but through the week I'm going to be doing a little bit more maintenance on this thing, just making sure it's good to go for the weekend. Happy Monday, enjoy the rest of your week. Maybe I'll see you before next Monday, but thank you guys for tuning in. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys at the next video.